Cool. So, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
My bad. All right. Off to a good start. Okay, so after I tear Lucian's ACL, Germany's population and the trends of the population over the 100 years surrounding right now by Lucian, myself, and Allie. So from 1950 to 2050, prediction or where it's been going. So it was rising at the beginning of the years, and it goes from rising until around like 1990, and then it has one last quick peak, and then it's been steadily going down, and it's expected to go down ever since. The average is 1.36 child or children per people, and many believe that the biggest problem is there's a large lack of accommodations for working mothers, which suggests, or it makes it more appealing to not have a kid.
So with the decreasing population, it's really hard to fill schools, houses, jobs, basically everything we've talked about. So towns are also struggling to hide like the empty buildings, so they've been turning to just like tearing down buildings and stuff like that. And also it's an aging population, so people have been living longer and longer, and they have to retire at one point. So the workforce is really taking a hit.
Some key facts. As you can see, like the important ones are the birth rate and the death rate and the population over and under. So the birth rate is below the death rate, which means more people are dying than more people are being born. So that's how the population is going down. And the population over and under sort of proves that like it's an aging population. So 21% of the population is over 65, and only 13% is under 15.
So. Yeah, it has the second oldest population behind Japan, I think it was.
So the rate of decline for the population is negative 0.18. So it's not a very fast thing, but it'll definitely have an impact, and it's just over the past few generations, just the desire to have children has been going down, which results in less kids being had.
So yeah, this is the anticipated doubling time. The population's not going up, so we don't really see it doubling anytime soon. But we talked about the current growth rate already. Yeah, that's just Germany compared to other countries.
So this is the demographic transition model, and so there's like different stages, and generally the farther left or like the lower stages are less developed countries. So like if the birth rate is really high, your country probably has like less access to contraceptives, and there could be more, like in Sierra Leone there's a lot of like rape and just bad things. So but the death rate is also pretty high, so it kind of evens out. And then as you go right, it's sort of like, you know, the more developed a country is, and most developed countries are in stage 4, like the United States is in stage 4. But Germany is actually stage 5. There's not that many countries that are in stage 5, but stage 5 is like the it's a declining population.
And so there's, just because throughout human history, we're really in the first time that people are, as far as we know, that people are entering like stage 5, and so that's why you see like a lot of question marks and just a lot. Not much is known, and not much is known if it's going to be like a rebound effect or if it'll just steadily go down until it dies off. But so we get to wait and see.
So this shows the aging population. Like the largest bar is 50 to 54, and that's kind of shocking. And you look 0 to 5, or 0 to like 14, really. Those are really small bars. Like it's scary.
Yeah, and so as those bars move up the chain, theoretically, according to all of the estimations and the decline rate, they should just continue to go down. I think eventually some force will be. I don't think they'll make themselves go extinct, but so one major cause for leading into stage 4, coming out of stage 3, is healthcare increase, and so if a country is in stage 5, they should have already had healthcare set up, and it should be pretty good. And Germany's is so healthcare, housing benefits, and the child allowances all influence the population size, and then when governments spend more money on accommodations for older generations, you tend to see a decrease in accommodations for services like for the birth rate.
Caters to the aging population.
Exactly.
We kind of combined education and employment because it's kind of in the same realm. Like a lot of women are really well educated in Germany, so they value their job and they don't just want to be like a stay-at-home mom. And that kind of is where we run into issues because like in Sweden and Finland, they have like full-time daycare, so it's not really an issue. But in Germany, there is nothing like that. So like the children get out of school, but the workday's still going. So I think that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest complaint.
Food insecurities. So like the higher number of people that are like malnourished or undernourished would result in a lower score on the graph, and so would result in a higher score, of course. And so pretty much it's just like what it's trying to show is that there are not many malnourished or undernourished people in Germany. Food is not scarce, and no one's worrying about where their next meal is coming from, like in other countries.
Yeah, like compared to the U.S., like we're actually more food insecure than they are because we're a 140, they're 130. So if that puts it in perspective.
So some recommendations. They can improve the daycare system. Spend more money accommodating younger generations. Rather than catering to like the aging population. And improve maternal and child health care, implement free delivery, maternity, and housing benefits.
And then these are our works cited.